Okay, guys, welcome to High Cotton Records in my world. It's gonna be a fun ride. So, this is how you post to a website, to High Cotton Records, in fact. And we're gonna redesign it, so there's no hurry. But at any rate, I'm going to go to normal. I just close out all my tabs, but I'll do it this way. I'll open a new tab and then I'll type in www.highcottonrecords.com. And today the computers are a little bit slow, so hang on. And then www.highcottonrecords.com WP admin. Then you'll have a master and user password sheet that I'll send you, and you'll be able to log in. Should remember it, and if you watch this bar up here, it shows you how slow it's going. Okay? Now what we're going to do is everybody is not going to have admin privileges. You're going to, that way you won't be able to mess with a lot of this stuff, but you'll have the access that you want. And by the way, there's the stupid word problem I'm having. Comcast, which is really out to drive me nuts. So I'm going to have to close Windows and then simply go to Posts. And when you go to Posts, you're going to see all of this. And this is important because you have to fill out everything. And I haven't quite finished doing all of them. But more posts to come. But this is kind of how we do it. We normally go to Edit. Or, yeah, we go to Edit. And this is Cowboy Bob's, which we can fix. But Bob's going to do that because he's going to watch this video. And we normally just, we've got some icons at the bottom that needs to be fixed. But that's okay. I can do it. Just give me time. And what I'll do is just copy that. And then I'll go back to All Posts. And I'll click Add New. And then I'll say whoever signed or whatever is new. Welcome. This is Steve Heather in Paris. High Cotton Records. Signs with Steve and Heather from Paris. Then you just drop down and you paste the signature line very simply. Then we'll take High Cotton Records and make it into a heading 1, and we'll make this into a heading 2. And then if I had the pictures that I need, and everybody needs to resize them, and the best thing to do with that is to get Picasa. And you just download it, and it'll itemize every single picture in your hard drive. And I'm not about to let you see all my pictures, so you do that, and then you make sure that you name the photos correctly. For instance, if you're going to add a photo of Steve and Heather, it should be Steve and Heather, whatever they are doing descriptive. .jpeg, or PNGs are fine. JPEGs and PNGs are all that will go into WordPress. And that is about that. Now we're going to add media. And if I had a picture of her in here, I would. So I'm going to find something just for fun. And I'll click it and see the checkbox. Then I'll insert that into the post. And if I had it resized correctly, I can resize it bigger, but that's going to pixelate somewhat, so I'm going to kind of leave it right about there. Still not real clear, but that's my old studio. And then if I want to create a link, I can go to Steve and Heather. And I can get their website. Now, also she's on Reverb Nation. I'm on it. Everybody is. So, but it's a ripoff. Don't do it. But anyway, that's what we'll do for now. Copy. And then go back to the post. And you'll say, find Steve, Heather, band at this link. Now, you can say click here, underline it, and create your paste that. Now, if notice that she's got an HTTP in there twice, just get rid of it. And then say Steve, Heather, I'm typing as fast as I can, Reverb Nation. I always want to name things. Then you add the link. And so it's that simple. Then if you want to resize those, put them in heading 3. And then of course, since Bob is handling a lot of this, also and we're going to make that heading 1. Heading 2 better. Make these header 2. You're going to have 1H1, 1H2, but you know, we can get into it's more technical. And then over here, you click where you want to put it, and we're going to have individual. We're going to, as we set up, everybody's going to have their own page, and so we're going to just put it in news. Always check miscellaneous blog news, and we'll put HDR artists as well. And the miscellaneous is just that Google doesn't see that. You don't want to ever put uncategorized. And then, of course, anybody wants to write testimonials, anything that you want. Okay. All right. Now here's the trick. All right. Number 1, you need to set a featured image. And since that's going to be High Cotton Records, we'll click there and set the featured image. But it could be whatever that featured image is what's going to shoot out to Facebook. And I'll show you how that works. High Cotton Records, and you'll be able to see the latest posts. They go up immediately. And of course, if you want to fix it, it's no problem. You can, and then you can come back and repost or whatever you want to do. But it's that simple. All right, now we're going to go back to admin, WP admin, and we want to copy this and scroll all the way down. Now we could set it up to put Pinterest, all this technical stuff. Don't worry about it. We'll fix that all up. But this is the most important thing. This is how you get indexed in Google so fast. We'll take that, Steve, Heather band from Paris signs with High Cotton Records. click. This is called a call to action. And this is like a very much like a tweet, in that you can only have a certain number of characters. So you don't want to wear it out. Whatever you put there is what's going to show up, in what right here is what's going to show up. I'm pointing my screen like you can see it. It's okay. It's going to be a long video, but I don't have any choice. So take your time, watch it as many times as you need to, and you'll realize this is so freaking easy. Alright, now we got to do what's called our keywords. We'll put Steve Moore, Tim Ledford. We could put Bob in there. Jack, Garage Mall, and you just keep writing, but you don't really want to have more than 10 of those. And then you just copy that, and these are your tags, and then you can paste. And if you want to add more tags, you can search from the most recently used or biggest news, and I'll put High Cotton Records, Music for One, which is the parent company. Steve Moore in the South, it's one of my bands. Tom Ravinsky, Truth Not the Music Business, whatever you talked about. Mark Sawyer, if he's going to be VP of A&R. Everybody's going to own this record company. So we're all going to do it together. So you just got to give me some time. We'll get this rolling. And next thing you know, you'll be able to type in your name in High Cotton Records, and you'll just to be insane, and everybody else that you post about, or whatever you want to post about. But just make sure that you go through Tim Ledford and not me. And then till Cindy gets back, and then she'll handle all the phone calls, because I'm just over inundated with things, and I just do not have time to talk to everybody. I want to, and I will when I have time. But right now, I'm working around the clock, so please just be patient. Alright, now we've got everything in place, and you can save it as a draft just to make sure, but we're going to go ahead and publish it. Now, what that does is that automatically shoots out through what's called Google Feed by proxy, through my RSS feed. That automatically shares through Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, whatever you want to do. If you want to put a YouTube video, you can, and you can, just find a YouTube video on there, and you just, all you do is add it, and you don't even need to. Well, let's go ahead and find it. Let's see if we can find one. Steve Heather. I wonder if they've got a video. Well, I really just don't have time to do that, but it's as simple as just going to YouTube, and I'll just click it in there, and then when it won't even show up, but when you post it, it will show up in the post, and it'll show up on Facebook. It'll show up. I mean, just anything we want to do. But there's all these rules and regulations, and it's all techie stuff that you guys really don't want to know about right now. But I can assure you, your head would explode if I tried to really tell you what all I do. Alright, so now we've edited the post, and then we go back to High Cotton Records, then we go to our blog and news, and damn, it's already there. And then we'll go to High Cotton Records, and we'll see HIGH, and it will be up in about 10 or 15 minutes. It's kind of got to go through all the internet, which is pretty doggone big. So it'll be there. It'll also be on Twitter. It'll be everywhere. So that's the general idea. If you have questions or whatever, again, please direct those to Tim Ledford. And then we're going to, let's go with all posts. And this is Cindy McDonald. And she's going to be handling everything. So send it with full font live assistant. Whatever. Spell check it. And I'm not even going to finish this draft, but I go back and copy paste just like I did the other one. And we're done. And then I'll put blogs, miscellaneous, news, partners, And again, just whatever is applicable. And you always click miscellaneous because Google doesn't pick that up. And then we'll set the featured image, High Cotton Records. And again, that's what shows up on Facebook. And oh, what the heck? I'll just go ahead and, well, I'll finish it later. But if you click on publish, you are going to have to go back into Google Feed by proxy and to get rid of it. But it's so easy. I mean, it just sounds hard. So that's it for today. Any questions? Let me know. And by the way, I'm using Camtasia to do this. It's real simple.